sine t, comma 3 by 2 t square. A. Write a length of arcs s as a function of t by evaluating the integral. S equal to integration here 0 to t under root of x dash u square plus y dash u whole square plus z dash u whole square. The solution: start r dash. So derivative of r is here 4 in the bracket. The derivative of sin t is a cos t. The derivative of r of t, that sin t is a cos t, and the second term is a minus t cos t. So t sin t minus cos t, comma 4 in the bracket minus sin t plus t cos t plus sin t, comma 3t. Simplify this, we will have r dash t is a 4t sin t, comma 4t cos t, comma 3t. Now substitute the value is under root of 16 u square sin square u plus 16 u square cos square u plus 9 u square. This is the value of t we are substituting here, and as equal to integration 0 to t, the sin square u plus cos square u is a 1. So 16 u square plus 9 u square is 25 u square du. So as equal to 0 to t, 5 u du, and integration of u is a u square by 2, and upper limit is a t, so 5 by 2 t square. Now the second part B. For the same question, consider the same vector valued function here. Solve for t in the part A and substitute the result in the original set of the parametric equation. This parametrization of the curve and the term of the arc length parameter s. So s equal to what we have? 5 by 2 t square. So t is equal to under root of 2s by 5. So r of t of s will be in the form of s. So 4 sine, the value of t will be under root of 2s by 5 minus under root of 2s by 5 cos under root of 2s by 5, comma 4 cos under root of 2s by 5 plus under root of 2s by 5 sine under root of 2s by 5, comma 3 by 2 under root of 2s by 5 whole square. Another example. For the same vector function, we have the C part. Find the coordinates of the point on the curve for arc length s equal to under root of 5. So t will be, substitute the value of s in a t. So we have a t equal to under root of 2 under root of 5 upon 5. So we have this answer. So convert the value of sine under root of 2 under root of 5 by 5. We will find all this value. Then r of t of under root of 5 will be 1.030, 5.408, 1.342. If we are taking s equal to 4 in the same example, so t is equal to what? Under root of 2 into 4 by 5. So it will be under root of 8 by 5. When we have a t, substitute this value and we get r of t of 4. So 4 into sine under root of 8 by 5 minus under root of 8 by 5 cos under root of 8 by 5. And so on. We will substitute these values. We are getting 2.291, 6.029, 2.4. Consider the curve represented by the vector valued function r of t, the same function. We will verify here that norm of r dash of s is 1. We have r of s from the previous slides. Now find the r dash that you can see on the screen, and norm of that is under root of the first term square plus second term square plus last term square. So first term is here 4 by 5 sin under root of 2s by 5 comma 4 by 5 cos under root of 2s by 5 comma 3 by 5. So we have under root of 16 by 25 sin square under root of 2s by 5 plus 16 by 25 cos square under root of 2s by 5 plus 9 by 25. Cos square plus sin square will be the 1. So our answer is here 1. This brings us to the theorem about the arc length parameter. If C is a smooth curve given by R of S is equal to X of S I plus Y of S J, or we have a 3 variable in the space that X of S I plus Y of S J plus Z of S K, where S is the arc length parameter, the norm of R dash of S is always 1. Moreover, if T is any parameter for the vector valued function R such that mode of norm of R dash of T is 1, then T must be the arc length parameter. If S equal to 3, for instance, so R of T of 3 is a position vector of the point 3 units of length along the curve from the starting point. So reparametrization, that we've seen that R of T is a cos Ti plus sin Tj plus Tk with respect to the length measured from the 1 0 0 in the direction of the increasing T. So initial point is a 1 0 0 corresponding to the parametric value T equal to 0. Why here T is equal to 0? So X represent the first coordinate, Y represent the second coordinate, and last third coordinate represented Z, and here Z equal to T, so T is 0. From the example 1 we will have that X is equal to S of T 0 to T R dash of U du. So 0 to T under root of 2 du. So root 2 d derivative of integration of 1 is a T, upper limit is a T, so it's a root 2T. Therefore T is equal to S by root 2, and the required reparametrization is what? So substitute the value of T in the R. So R of T is our cos T. So value of T is here S by root 2. So we are substituting here. So cos S upon root 2I plus sin S upon root 2J plus S upon root 2K. Smooth parametrization. A parametrization R of T is called smooth on an interval I if R dash is continuous and R dash T is not equal to 0 on interval I. A curve is called smooth if it has a smooth parametrization. A smooth curve has no sharp corner or curves. When the tangent vector turn, it does so continuous. Smooth parametrization. If the C is a smooth curve defined by the vector function R, recall the tangent vector T. What is our tangent vector? That is R dash upon mode of R dash T. This indicates the direction of the curve. You can see here the tangent t changes the direction. You can see the diagram very slowly when C is parallel straight line, more quickly when C bend or twist more sharply. So you can see this diagram. So in the first half part, we discuss about the arc length. In the second part, we will discuss now our object 3, that find the curvature of the curve at a point on the curve. So curvature. What do you understand by the curvature? In our mind, the curve having the shape curvature, right? So curvature, it means an important use of the arc length parameter is to find the curvature. So arc length parameter का use we have here to find the curvature. Curvature is a measure of how sharp the curve bend. We can see how the curve bend here. Here we have a one diagram. In this helix example, we can see the more bend, that our curvature. The curvature of the C at the given point is measure of how quickly the curve changes the direction at the point. So curvature is a very interesting. जितना कर्व चेंज होता रहेगा अपने डायरेक्शन में उतना हमें कर्वेचर वहाँ पे मिलेगा, तो उसे हम लोग कर्वेचर बोलते हैं. स्पेसिफाइली वी डिफाइन इट टू बी द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ द रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ द यूनिट टेंजेंट वेक्टर with respect to arc length. We use arc length so that the curvature will be independent of the parametrization. So we here start to define our curvature. आप लोगों को आगे का arc length clear है, then we can discuss this curvature. We can calculate curvature by the calculating the magnitude of the rate of change of the unit tangent vector t with respect to the arc length s. So definition of the curvature is, let C be the smooth curve in the plane or in the space given by r of s, where s is the arc length parameter. Then the curvature k at the s is given by norm of dt by ds. So you can say t dash of s. The curvature is easier to compute if it is expressed in the term of the parameter t instead of s. So we use a chain rule to write dt by small dt is a d of capital T ds multiply and divide with the ds. So we know this chain rule. So curvature k is equal to modulus of dt by ds. However, ds by dt is r dash t. So from the equation what we will have? T dash upon r dash t. Show that the curvature of the circle of radius a is a 1 by a. We can take a circle, have the center origin, then parametrization of the circle. We know that. What is our parametrization of the circle? We are taking x equal to a cos t and y is equal to a sin t. So here r of t is what? A cos ti plus a sin tj. Therefore, what will be our r dash? Minus a sin ti plus a cos tj. So r dash of t is equal to a. So what will be capital T here? R dash upon mod r dash. So it is a will be cancelled out. So minus sin ti plus cos tj. Now what is the derivative of this capital T dash? is a minus cos ti minus sin tj. This gives the modulus of t dash is 1 because under root of sin square t plus cos square t is a 1. So we have the equation that k, curvature k is a t dash upon r dash. So value of t dash is a 1, value of r dash is a. So answer is 1 by a. The result of example show in accordance with our intuition is that small circle have a large curvature and large curvature have a small, large circle have a small curvature. So it's a vice versa. जितना आप small circle draw करना चाहोगे, you will have the large curvatures. जितना बड़ा circle draw करोगे, so you have a small curvature. We can see directly from the definition of the curvature that the curvature of the straight line is always 0. Straight line में कोई curve ही नहीं होता, तो वो bend ही नहीं होता. So there is no curvature here. So we can say the straight line have curvature 0 because the tangent vector is a constant. Formula can be used in all cases to compute the curvature. The formula given by the following theorem often more convenient to apply here. The curvature of the curve given by the vector function r is, if you have a function, vector function in the form of r, so you can use this curvature formula k equal to r dash t plus, in a cross multiplication, r double dash t upon r dash t whole cube. So what is our capital T? Is r dash upon mod r dash, and r dash is what? ds by dt. So we have r dash is equal to mod of r dash into t. So we can say ds by dt into t. Hence the product rule is given that r double dash is a d square s by dt square into t, ds by dt as it is d dash. Using the fact t cross t is equal to 0, so we will have r dash cross r dash